this government has launched a host of schemes in the span of over 10 years. You may be hearing about a lot of schemes in these past 10 years. Let me just quote a few to you to just make you understand how we have tried to change the entire scenario for women who specially belong to the lower strata of the society. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. That's our mission under which millions of toilets have been constructed all over the country. And you can imagine how the construction of those millions of toilets in every nook and corner of the country has ensured the bare minimum dignity to a woman. Especially women I'm talking about who come from those lower rungs of the society. The PM Ujjwala Yojana, there's access to clean cooking fuel. Now, there is additional time left with women, which they can use at their will. There is Jal Jeevan Mission. Now we are providing tap water connections in crores of households. Why? Because women primarily were entrusted with the task of making that effort to collect water. So now all that time, energy, everything is saved. It is women who are the largest beneficiary of Jal Jeevan Mission. The Pradhan Mantri Housing Scheme. If you take a look at the figures, and if you look closely at the ownership, majority of the owners of these houses constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana happen to be women. So try to imagine the kind of social security that women get when they become owners of a small house. A property is for the first time in their life in their own name. So it's not a man in the house. Who is the owner of the property? So that's the kind of psychological security we have created in the minds of our women. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. More than 55% of the account holders are women. Pradhan Mantri Digital Saksharta Mission. If you see the number of people who have been enrolled under this mission, more than 50% happen to be again women. And how do you ensure the safety and security of a woman? One-stop centers built across the country. It's a robust network of 750 centers. Our women feel safe with the integrated support and assistance that is being provided to them through these one-stop crisis centers built across the nation in over 10 years of our government. And look at the education, new education policy, where we have a curriculum which is gender sensitive. We're taking care of the health of our women, the education, the skilling, everything. Just yesterday, we celebrated 10 years of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Abhiyan. And you would like to know the impact that this campaign has created in the society. The sex ratio at birth, which stood at 898 in the year 2014-15, today has reached 930. That's the power of the campaign and the efforts of the government. And it is not just the effort of one single ministry, because in this government, every goal is a country goal. It's not a ministry's goal. So when we talk about women's empowerment, it's a holistic approach that is being adopted. So whether it is Ministry of WCD, Women and Child Development, or it is Ministry of Education, or it is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, it's everybody's efforts put together that we see these figures. We're selling sanitary napkins today with 100% tax exemption. Suvidha sanitary napkin is being sold at the Jan Aushadhi stores at just ₹1. And you can imagine how the affordability and accessibility of a sanitary napkin for these girls and young women has made an impact, especially on our school-going girls who are in the menstruating age, who would drop out of schools when they would start menstruating. Millions of toilets constructed across the country. Now our girls are going to school, staying there. The gross enrollment ratio of girls in the secondary school has increased from 75% to 78%. That's the kind of change we're seeing in the society today because of these concerted and sustained efforts we have made. Stand Up India, Startup India, Mudra Yojana, Lakhpati Didi, Namo Drone Didi. What are these initiatives for? To promote that entrepreneurship spirit. Women are becoming self-dependent. They're making an income. So many of our startups, more than 45%, they have women, young women, who are heading these startups. Lakhpati Didi Yojana, the self-help groups in the rural areas, now they are creating an income of 1 lakh rupee. And it's a milestone in the economic upliftment of our women who live in the rural areas at the grassroots level. We are equipping these self-help groups with the drone technology, the latest advanced technologies in the hands of our women today who are residing in the rural areas. And they can provide agriculture services to the farmers and generate an additional income. That is the approach with which the government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji works.